Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Brad Main, Kevin Dent, and Heather Pate were once again in front of District Court Judge Kim Wanker for a calendar call and pre-trial motions. The three murder suspects are accused of the torture and murder of 27-year-old Roy Jaggers, whose body was dumped over a cliff in Cathedral Canyon near Front Sight Firearms Training Institute, south of the town of Pahrump. In court was District Attorney Chris Arabia, Chief Deputy DA Kurt Vito, attorneys Tom Gibson, Alexis Decker, Andrew Fritz, Jason Ernest, and attorney Nadine Morton was not present at the time. The trial, which was set to begin in August, will now be postponed till the end of the year, pending the public defender staffing shortages, and no later than January, pending Morton's run for district court judge in Department 9 in Las Vegas.
The district attorney's office is somewhat of a disadvantage. Now we have this crazy thing with the contracts. The other problem is that we've had is since June 30th until Tuesday, we've been in limbo. We've been down 2 public defenders. So it's kind of a mess. If I understood it correctly, all of the defense counsel wanted a continuance.
Even though it's set for a longer period of time, Mr. Vito and I did a trial together, and we have very different styles, and I think that my thinking on this is that we could do it in 2 weeks, just because it's just the way that I do things with how I examine witnesses and whatnot. And I think that I completely respect the fact that you're going to have people traveling on the holidays and whatnot, but I'm confident that there's going to be 12 people in the community, or 14, who would be willing to see this through. And the reason that I'm kind of adamant about that is, there's also the consideration of the family, the victims. I've come to know them well, and they're very nice people, and I would like them to try to get some closure, and I think that might bring a little bit of levity to them during the holiday season to know that this has been taken care of. But the fact is that it's been a year, I think a week from Monday makes a year since this happened, and the sooner that we can move forward with it, I think the better for everyone. And even the defendants, they're on trial for their lives in a sense, and so I think that we're certainly ready, and that's what we would prefer to do, and I don't have to rush to do it fairly quickly. It's just my style, and I will be in charge of the trial if it's set for that time. And like I said, just the family has really been through a lot. In addition to the suffering from the loss of their loved one, Roy, they've also had other things that have made this difficult for them, and I really want to grant them closure, and so I think that we can do it at that time and have it done and done right, and so that's what the state is asking. Thank you.
Attorney Tom Gibson stated that the county has not paid for his expert witness in the case and that he would not testify until paid.
You reach out to DIDS and say, I need these experts, but actually then once they do it, the county's supposed to pay it.
Right, and that's where we are right now, and they're telling our staff that we're not getting it right now. I don't know why.
Sounds like they're getting into the judicial branch now.
Sounds like it, but that's what county employees do nowadays.
Prosecutors contend that the 3 tortured Jaggers for hours with a blowtorch, axe, and other implements before he was forced to strip his clothes off and walk off a cliff, and then shot to death. A witness in the camping area reported the crime and testified about the horror he said he saw at the arraignment hearing. Heather Pate, her boyfriend Kevin Dent, and Pate's former flame, Brad Main, allegedly tortured the man with knives, a baton, and axe, believing that Jaggers had hurt Pate's kid. An autopsy found that the Las Vegas man died from multiple gunshot wounds, according to the Nye County Sheriff's Office. The prosecutor's office stated that they would like to move forward as soon as possible. The court has set a status check on August 5th and a possible court date for late November. 3 weeks are set aside for this trial.